Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis.
Benoit Saint Denis. This is a great freaking fight, man. He's only 28 years old. I didn't even realize that. Bro, he's on a 5-fight win streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he finished everybody. Rear naked choke. Right hook to ground and pound strikes. Rear naked choke, ground and pound, head kick. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So, I feel like there's guys like this, like every year, and then they either they fight a guy like Dustin, who's like a solid guy up in the rankings, and they either show who they are, or they show who they're not.
That's one way to look at it.
Like,
Poirier's 35.
it would be so sick if Dustin won this fight. Like, for his legacy.
It would be.
To come off the loss he came off of and then
Bounce
win
back, yeah,
against a guy like that who's it's almost like Ilya versus Volk. It's just not for the title. But you've got a legendary 55er who's been top 5 forever, coming off a knockout loss by head kick. And then you've got this killer coming up.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a tough one to really say because who knows where Dustin is at in his head. The one thing I will say, though, is Saint Denis has the momentum, and I think there's something to be said about that. With that said, he's got so many finishes in a row. Dustin's my guy. But it's hard to deny an up-and-comer like this who's got some, he's got some cojones, man. The guy leaves his head on the center line. I felt like Favola was fighting a great fight until he made one mistake of just leaving his hands down while exiting. So it makes me wonder, how good is Saint Denis really? I think he's tough.
That's my thing. He looks amazing. But
his finishes, the finishes are dope.
Yeah.
He's got great finishes.
And
highlights.
He's scary, and he's looks like a savage, and he looks the part, he's like a perfect caricature of a scary fighter. But he hasn't fought a top 5 guy like Dustin Poirier.
No, and it's kind of crazy that he's going from Favola, who was ranked 14th or 15th at the time,
to 5.
To 5.
I mean, good for him.
That's a huge jump.
But that's because this fight is sick.
But it also reminds me of Fiziev versus Justin Gaethje.
Yes.
Will the veteran turn back the young buck? I don't know.
I feel like
I think Dustin gets it done, man.
Really?
I think Dustin gets it done.
Oh, man.
Yo,
that's your prediction?
Gaethje even said, I don't even throw that head kick. I just threw it, and it just happened to land.
That was but, how's his chin after that?
That's a very interesting thing. Very interesting.
I mean,
and Saint Denis kicks a lot, and he's a southpaw.
Dustin's
also a southpaw.
Is it because if you get kicked up here, does that weaken your chin the same way if you get kicked here?
I think any head trauma is.
Is it all the same thing?
I think any head kick is bad to your head.
I agree.
I don't think there's a difference on where it actually lands. I think your brain is getting smashed up in there. All that white matter, gray matter is getting.
That's crazy. The last time, I think when Poirier got knocked out, it was September, right? Or August? No, July. I think it was July. So it's been a minute.
I mean, he definitely had some time off.
It's been 8 or 9 months.
The Gaethje fight was in July.
Yeah. So it's been 8 or 9 months.
We never know what guys are doing in the off time. Are you actually relaxing and not getting punched in the head, not sparring? Are you helping your other guys out, giving them round?
Does he have other guys to help?
I mean, he trains at ATT, trains in Louisiana. He's got some guys that trains with him and stuff like that. So
who did he post that he was training with?
Either way, this is a tough fight, man. Saint Denis is a dog. He's a finisher. We know that. And he's willing to he leaves his head on the center line. That's the one thing I think Poirier can capitalize on that because He's not very defensively sound as he should be. When he fought Thiago Moises, I felt like he got hit with some shots that I was questioning, like, bro, why are you even getting hit with that? You don't need to get hit with that.
Who? Remember when we were watching? It was Rob Font versus Yanez.
Yes.
And we rewatched Yanez's fight together.
Yes.
And we could see like, oh, he's like hittable.
Yes.
But then like Rob Font's a guy who like can knock people out. I feel like Dustin, like, is he known for like really knocking people out?
I mean, he has TKOs, submissions. He's could do it all.
But like I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how good Saint Denis' chin is.
Yeah. I mean, Moises touched him. I can see Dustin doing the same. And yo, Poirier looked so good against Gaethje in that rematch until he didn't.
I mean, it was just the one kick.
He was literally outboxing him, landing the better shots. I think he even rocked him at a point, and then Gaethje catches him with a crazy head kick out of nowhere.
It'll be interesting. I think if Poirier's chin is not affected too badly, I think he definitely could win.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm taking the vet, bro. I'm taking Poirier. I think his boxing. I think he's got a nasty left cross, and I think he does a good job of. We call it the hillbilly shell.
I definitely think he's the better fighter.
We got the hillbilly shell like this.
Like overall,
hit him with the Nate Quarry. If you guys are old school fans like myself, then you know the Nate Quarry thing when he's doing like this.
Yeah, that's,
you before your time.
That's way before my time. Should we move on?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to do all the fights on the main card?